like last time, and people can actually hear me speak. Alrighty. Welcome everyone back to another episode of Sunday Brew. I'm your gracious co-host Jay Stokes, joined by Jay Random. What's up, Jay?
What's up? What's up? Chilling, chilling. What's good with you?
Nothing much. So, for those of you who are new to this, Sunday Brew is an extension of the AVIOT podcast. We release episodes on Thursdays. We didn't have one this Thursday. That was due to a mix-up on my part. So, me and Jay, we have had a miscommunication there. But
Yeah,
we'll make
exactly.
it.
It's all good though.
Yeah. We'll make it up for y'all this week, though. I know the news cycle was kind of slow because most of it was Olympics. I know things have been happening in the background regarding Kamala Harris and her campaign and things that former President Donald Trump has said, but we'll get into that later on in
Yeah.
that episode later in the week. Yeah, we'll talk about that later. We're not
Yeah.
going to because today was the last day of the Olympics.
Yeah.
Rand, did you see the last bit of the Olympics?
Yeah, I seen everything up until this morning. Anything else that came on this morning I didn't watch. But I had definitely seen the races, the 400. That was crazy. The way the Americans, for the men and females or women, uh the the gap between number one and number two was like, it was so bad the camera had to like pan, like the camera focused on the Americans, you won't see the other side of the field where second and third was coming. And so I saw that with the women, right?
All right, so specifically what you're talking about the 4x400 meter relay.
Yes.
Yeah, and I'm actually looking up right now. I know that Sydney uh Sydney, why do I forget her name? Sydney was in one of the legs and Gabby Thomas was in it. I'm trying to actually look up the names of
Yeah.
everybody that was in the relay race, so that I can properly credit everyone.
Yeah.
Uh, let's see. It was Gabby Thomas, Sydney McLaughlin Lavrone, yeah, and then we had two other women in there. Sorry, y'all, I'm definitely not doing a good job at the but yeah, that Sydney really widened the gap with
Oh
everyone,
my God, did she?
and I think what the Netherlands came second.
Yeah.
Um,
A
yeah,
distant second.
Alexis Holmes is the one that went that was the last person, and Shamir Little started it. So Shamir Little started it,
Yeah.
Sydney Lachlan Lavrone, and then Gabby Thomas and Alexis Holmes. I'm happy Alexis was in this because Alexis didn't medal in her specific event, and so I'm happy that Alexis actually left with a gold medal from Paris. So I was very
Yeah.
happy. And then
Okay. So why didn't she run in her own?
she
Did
was
they
in the
say why?
she was in the 400, I believe, and she finished like sixth. Like she finished, she didn't finish um, on the podium,
Wow.
but she did a personal best. It was a personal best for her in
Okay.
that event, and so I'm very happy for her that she at least left with a medal
Hmm.
because she did her personal best. She's going to come back next Olympics and do a great job. I know she will in
Yeah.
2028, and
Yeah.
so happy for her. And then Shamir Little, she was actually in the mixed relay race,
Okay.
the men and women, the one where the Netherlands Femke Bol came out
Wow.
and took the gold from us. Yeah.
Okay.
So Shamir was in that one, so she got silver. So I'm happy she got to get a gold in this one and got her redemption against Femke. I think it's Fem.
Okay.
That's how you pronounce it, but yeah, the
Okay.
one Netherlands. So I'm happy they got to redeem themselves there.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah,
Yeah.
and then the men, they did excellent too. It was a far distance between first and second. Once again, it was just like, what in the world is going on?
Now for the relay. The relay came down to the end because
Oh
Tobogo was
no, I'm not talking about. Wait, I'm not talking about that one. I know it was one of them when who was it? I know the guy turned the corner and he was out. I know the females really did it, but I know which one you talking about. 'Cause I think it was so many races, right? Because I
it
know
was
it was one where it was like neck to neck. It was like literally, if it was maybe 20 seconds left, I think it was Ethiopia or was Somalia. Dang, what was the number two?
which race are you talking about?
So I'm talking about the men's race. I thought it was two men's race, two four by one. What was it 4x1?
So there's 4x1, and that
Yeah.
one we qualified from because the men couldn't pass the baton right, and
Okay, I ain't talking about that one. I'm
then
talking about the one that I saw.
then there's the 4x400, but that was close because Rod Benjamin, who actually won in the men's hurdles.
Yes.
It was him and Tobogo. They were neck and neck at the end, but Rye Benjamin brought us all home.
Dang, I swear I saw another one when the men they turned the corner and they were just it was a distance. I gotta see. Once again, everything I'm watching is of course, a repeat. So I don't know. I'm never watching anything really live unless it's basketball. I think that's the only one I catch that's live.
Yeah.
So
Well, we'll stick on track and field. We'll
yeah,
get to basketball in a minute, but just sticking on track and field.
yeah,
That racked up most of our golds from, right? I think we got 14 golds. America got 14 golds from the track and field.
yeah. I'm not surprised. I mean, it was pretty good.
Yeah, they were
Like I said
killing.
again, no, you go.
No, they were killing it. I'm happy Noah Lyles got his goal before he caught COVID because I was like,
Yeah,
hurt. I was hurt because I'm like, when I saw him racing Tobogo in the 200-meter race with Kenny, they call him Kung Fu Kenny, Kenny Begsnarek. I gotta get his last name. Kenny B. Got silver. Noah did not look like himself at the finish, and you saw like his arms were kind of flailing, and
yeah,
he usually has like that second win, and when he turns the corner, he's like, "Pew," like he starts catching up,
yeah,
but it didn't happen. I said, "What's going on with Noah?" And then I saw him collapse to the floor. I said, something's going on." I'm like, "Is he having an asthma attack?" Then when it was revealed he got COVID.
yeah,
uh, Oh well, and people are saying it's an excuse, but my thing is this: if you are an athlete, for those
yeah,
of you who are not athletes, the Olympics come around every 4 years. You did not train all these 4 years to not compete in the Olympics. You know what I mean?
yeah,
So he notified the people he needed to notify. I do blame this on the committee, the Olympic committee. They should have pulled him if they really felt like it was a health risk or something. They should have pulled him because he could have also gave it to other people as well. I think he should have been pulled, but as an athlete, you're going to want to compete. So he's like, "Nah, I'm still going to try and compete." And he said when he did the semifinal race and Tobogo had finished in front of him, he said himself, if I would have lost that, that would have been my sign to not be in the Olympics and to like leave after that. But he raced and he finished second there, and then he finished.
hmm.
I think it's very commendable. It's like you finished bronze with COVID and you have a history of bad asthma. What are your thoughts?
I don't know about commending him, but I
No,
mean,
impressive athletic feat. I'm not
okay,
saying
okay, yeah, yeah, definitely, definitely,
that.
definitely, definitely impressive because I mean, we all over this world have had COVID once in our lifetime since 2020. So it's kind of one of those. Yes, when you have COVID, it definitely bothers your breathing. Uh, you know, a lot of other stuff. So for an athlete who has asthma to be running and win what bronze, that's not a bad thing. That's yeah, yes. For his athleticism, yes, you definitely got to commend him. I just I'm just surprised that a lot of other athletes didn't catch COVID because
Other athletes got COVID. They just didn't talk about it.
yeah, I was about to say because COVID is literally we said this years ago when COVID first came and they started like um relaxing some of the restrictions that they're going to treat it like it's the flu.
True.
And that's how COVID is now. Like, sometimes, when you're dealing with open space and you're talking to people, and a lot of people like to talk in your face. So I'm surprised, like you said again, a lot of other people didn't really come out with it that they had it. But yeah, so for him to run the way he did and come with bronze, cool. But it goes back to that saying, when you're humble, people kind of feel more sympathy for you. But when you not humble like him and yelling, like a lot of his antics piss a lot of people off because a lot of the athletes who played against him, I got the guy who beat him. He was like, "I'm not Noah. I'm not." Wait, I don't think he called him arrogant, but he called him something. But
And not loud, so I can't be the face of track.
yeah, yeah,
In his
it's like
let me can I hop in right quick?
yeah,
In defense, I will say to Bogo, I will say from my personal like
hmm
knowledge, some like Africans can be kind of blunt. I
hmm
don't think he meant that in a disrespectful way. I think
I
he
don't think he
meant
did either.
like Noah puffs out his chest and he's very in
Yeah,
your so of course he's going to be the face of track.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
go ahead.
but yeah, no, I was gonna say I don't think he meant any disrespect either. But I just think sometimes, see, but once again, we all have our gripes. We all have our pet peeves as humans, right? And that's one of my pet peeves. That's always been one of my pet peeves when it came to any athlete. You know, I don't care if you're loud and but you got medals or whatever to back it up. Still, I just feel like, because I always go back to other athletes who are just as good and just head nod and keep it moving. Like that's why it's funny when Stephen A. Smith talks about Kawhi Leonard, right? Kawhi Leonard is a champion, but this man will walk on the streets wherever he's at and put his headphones on. He's just to himself. But get him on that court, he's vicious. So that's why I feel like you don't have to be all yelling and trying to psych other people out just to just put the camera on you. So that's why, personally, you already know, when it comes to Noah, I'm like, he rubs me the wrong way. So uh, you know,
Yeah,
hopefully he recovers from COVID, because COVID
he's
is dangerous too.
he's he's COVID free now. He posted online. He's COVID
That's
free.
great. That's great. That's great.
What
You
I
know,
was so I think to your point,
yeah,
everyone has their own cup of tea,
yeah.
and I always say to people that don't like no, I'm like,
Mhm.
where was this energy for Usain Bolt? Because Usain was also very brash, very quote unquote arrogant,
Yeah.
very face. Like he did a lot of stuff in front of the camera too. But
Okay, so I can answer that question.
go ahead.
I always tell you, it's not how you do it. Oh, no, no, no. It's not how you do it. No, that's the wrong thing. So when you're saying Bolt, right? Let's be honest. He was brass, you're right. He was braggadocious, but for some strange reason, it wasn't as bad as Noah. Like, you don't remember Usain Bolt coming out yelling before before a track meet, jumping up, hyping up. Da, 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 da. It's like, bro, are you a athlete or are you an entertainer trying to entertain the crowd to start dancing, do the wave? It's like, just, like Usain was, after the fact, he will brag. Think about it. He never bragged before. He'll get on there, focus. After he won, that's your ass. Now I'm gonna come for you. Noah be bragging before the track. I mean, before the race. He's doing all this, jumping up and down, and just doing too much. And then, yes, of course, after he wins, it's kind of like, all right, you can't shut him up. Cool. I'd rather that. I'd rather you brag and whatever after the race. But Noah was doing it before. You
That's
know?
the so what I will say
Yeah.
is, though Noah's doing this,
Hmm.
he has a leg to stand on because he always wins.
Yeah.
Even in the Olympics, you can't say he lost. You know what I mean?
No, I agree. But I feel like, okay, so I feel like this, right? Let's go back to LeBron, okay? We got to go back to LeBron when I say this. No one cares when you lose, that now we start to hear the chinks in your armor. We don't want to care. We don't care about that. Remember when LeBron lost against the Warriors? I think it was when they went down 4-0 or 3-1, and then all of a sudden LeBron came in the press conference with a broken hand, and we like, oh shit, now this is going to be the narrative. And the narrative is, with Noah, it seemed like, oh, he had COVID. So Bronze is okay. It's like, no, 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 no. I don't care. Talk about COVID next week. You
Here's
lost this time.
I
So
will
I don't know. I just feel like we, as the people, or Americans who like Noah, it's like, it's okay. It's like this. So I threw out. We didn't know. We saw Michael Jordan look bad, right? Remember Jordan with the flu, and come to find out it was food poison. But
mhm.
it wasn't an excuse. I just feel like, we, like, not saying you. I just feel like we gonna always throw that. Noah, he won bronze and he had COVID. It's like, nah, he won bronze. Leave it alone. He
Well,
won bronze is bad for him, for a person that brags a lot. I think bronze is horrible.
here's the thing.
Hmm.
He was wearing masks before, and like there are videos, like they weren't showing it after the fact. I remember I was talking to my wife about
Yeah,
this. I said, "What? Why is no one wearing a mask? I guess he's really precautious about COVID." I noticed that after the 100-meter race, I saw him wearing the mask. I was like, "Oh, why is he?" And so basically, I read an article. I think it was a New York Post article. It was some article recently, and they were asking the other runners how they felt about him
yeah.
having competing with him. and Tobogo had said, he did look a little off at that semifinal race,
Hmm.
but I didn't think anything of it. And so the ones that won, they weren't really bothered by it because they
Yeah,
interviewed Tobogo and they weren't really bothered by it. But they did say he looked a little off.
yeah. So first of all, shout out to Big Rock Big, right? He has a point. He said, "Why didn't anybody on Team USA get COVID?" Man, listen, I think it goes back to what you said, Jay Stokes. People probably was like, "No, I'm not gonna get tested until after the fact."
I agree.
I think a lot of people got COVID, Big Rock. I think a
I,
lot of people got COVID. It's
and
just, I
but
think, I think the reason why we found out about Noah because he lost. If Noah would have won, I don't
no,
think we would have. No, you think
no,
so?
I think it would have known because someone had said it the best. They said
Yeah,
no, and he was in a win-win situation because if he loses,
that is true. I just thought about it. If he would have won with COVID, would have been like, oh Lord
it's his flu
Jesus.
game. Yeah,
It would have
it's
been flu
a game.
game.
Yeah,
Yes. So
yeah. So
yes, Big Rock. Yeah, I think a lot of people actually I think NBA players they're gonna find out tomorrow that they got that they
well, listen, other people had COVID. They just
Yes.
saying it. Other people
Yes.
had it, just like people that were swimming in the darn French
That was getting sick.
River. Yeah, they got some people came down with E. coli infections. Yeah, people are getting sick. They're just not publicizing it.
You heard about the worms and the people fools and the
But
so
here's the
people
thing.
getting sick.
Back, I want to circle back. You're saying that
Yes, yes.
Ukraine was different in terms of how they brag. I agree. Their methods are different.
Yes.
What I will say is, number one, Noah has gotten, because I do my background research.
Yes.
Noah has gotten Usain's blessing to be the way he is. He says it's good for the sport, and we need more eyes to the sport. No matter what anybody says, with
Mhm.
Noah's, people are paying more attention to track because of him. And so it does have a positive to it. I went to his YouTube channel. People who have been winning golds, like Masai Russell, who won the women's hurdles, he was interviewing her 5 months ago. So he's bringing attention to the sport. I think that's his point. I'm trying to bring attention to the sport. I was listening to another interview that he did with Asafa Powell. Remember, former Jamaican runner who used to be like mad fast. So he
Yes.
did with Asafa Powell and his wife, and Noah's girlfriend Janelle was on the podcast, and they were pretty much saying what you're doing is an act. And he's like, yeah, well, what he does is an act because he's trying to get more attention to the sport. People may not like his methods, and I understand that.
Yeah.
That is valid. People may not like his methods. I get it. However, me as a person who is looking at like the underdog, like
Mhm.
I track and field, people don't really pay attention to it until it's time for the Olympics. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like unless you're a hardcore track and field head,
Yeah.
people like the main public isn't paying attention to it. So the main issue people have with Noah is the champions of what when he was talking about the NBA. And I mean, his point was valid. He was right.
Perfect segue. Perfect segue.
Right. So
Perfect segue.
segue
Because
to the
segue in because I know the NBA.
oh, go ahead.
Noah, listen,
Say your
Noah, listen. Noah quote has aged like spoiled milk. Okay, let me tell you why. Because the NBA, that game, we're talking about the WNBA because that was good as well. But let me tell
no,
you, the
talk about the men's first. We're talking about the
oh no,
women.
I will. The
Well,
men's
you got to
yesterday, huh?
start with Serbia. Start with Serbia first, because nobody. Listen, Noah was almost sitting there like,
Yeah.
So with Serbia,
All right.
yeah,
Yes. So, sir, that was a nail biter. Let me tell you, I was so tense. I literally turned the game off. I turned the game off. I couldn't watch it. My nerves were so. Yeah, I turned it off.
oh
It was
wow,
that bad. It was that bad. I turned it off. It was that bad. It was my nerves were shot. Like when I tell you they were up, meaning Serbia was up by I think 17, and there was nothing the U.S. was doing right. I said, "Oh shoot." I thought about, you and our conversation behind the scene was like, yeah, Serbia gonna give them a run, but I didn't think it was gonna be a run like
I
that.
told you it's hard to beat a team 3 times in a row. I told you.
So, so yeah, I saw Steph going off, but once again, it just wasn't enough. He needed other people. So I was surprised when it was 91-95. I couldn't believe that ending score.
Oh, you know why?
Why?
Because first off, they
Mhm.
hating on my boy Embiid because I'm a Sixers fan, so I'm always gonna ride for our
But
players.
you know why they hating on Embiid, right?
Yeah, because Embiid. Oh, yeah, the French thing. No, I'm talking about
Yes.
like fans of basketball were also hating on him too. They were saying
Okay.
he wasn't pulling his weight. But I'm like,
Okay.
Embiid was playing good that entire game, and then in
Yeah.
the fourth quarter, he turned into a scoring machine. My boy hitting
Yeah.
fadeaways over Jokic. My boy hitting free throw line jump shots off a fast break. Like, come on, man. Embiid
Yeah.
was working. But yeah, I know the French don't like him because he was going to commit to France and decided to commit to America. And I'm telling you right now, the USA needed Embiid
Yeah.
badly. But yeah, so that happens. Then KD, LeBron, and Steph just took over. The OGs had to take over. And I said, this is a shame because we are going nowhere, LA 2028. We are going nowhere. Ain't gonna be no Steph, ain't gonna be no LeBron, ain't gonna be no KD. Steph gonna
Steph
be
said he
40.
ain't coming up. Steph said he ain't showing no more.
He's gonna be 40.
Yeah. Steph
He's
not gonna be there. And
40.
LeBron gonna be 43, going on 44.
And what? Durant's gonna be 39?
Yeah.
They're not coming back. And
Yo.
Durant
But
has goals. Would you want to spoil that by getting a bronze or a silver or not medaling at all?
nah. And I think also I think this probably be Steve Kerr last coaching.
But
Yeah.
no, but listen here. Tatum did not deserve to play over Booker. Booker did everything that you needed from another player, like a role player. Yeah, he's a
Yeah.
star on the Suns, but he did everything that you needed to do as a role player in this collection of talent. He understood the assignment. He was
He
doing
did.
defense. He was doing back screens, all that stuff, everything that you needed. He did it.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
oh, you're looking at the comments.
Yeah, look at the comments. Yeah, yeah. So no, I agree. I agree. But I think in so many ways. I mean, but to not get in. I mean, I don't I don't know. You know what? I've been there, but I've been there coaching little league, and and you so intense with what's going on, you forget the people on the bench, but you don't forget Tatum though.
Random. You said it yourself. Don't be
So
trying to front to these people on this live stream right here. You said
what?
it, that Tatum is a fraud. You said every time that Jalen Brown is the better player on the Celtics,
Yeah,
and
but
that
he's not here, so we got to go with Tatum.
I
I
take
mean, listen.
Devin Booker
What's
over.
his name? Halliburton. What's his name?
I'm taking Devin Booker over Tatum. Devin Booker is more consistent. Tatum can go off.
I don't know about consistent.
He is. Tatum could go off, but when Tatum has a bad game, is
No, he
wrong.
does. He does. I agree. I agree. But I mean, Devin Booker was pissing me off too. I mean, he. I mean, because
How?
how was he pissing me off? I don't know. He just seemed like he was just playing like he was playing with the Suns. Like everybody else seemed like they were playing for Team USA. So the game had to switch. Everybody game was switching.
Are you serious? Did you watch the
I
games?
watched it.
Devin Booker did not play like he was on the Suns. Devin Booker
And
did
Devin Booker played using the Suns, man.
no. Did you see Devin?
Talking trash, trying to get in people's head. I
No,
mean, come on,
no,
man.
no.
Listen,
Comment. I need y'all to help me out. Was Devin Booker playing bad in this Olympics? In the
he wasn't
Olympics?
playing like anything. Devin Booker was a true ball dribbler. That's all. He wasn't even a
No
handler. He
way.
was a ball dribbler.
Wow.
Like LeBron, hands down, was the best point guard on that whole team. And I
Yeah,
hate to give
but
LeBron credit.
no, no. LeBron did his thing. Listen,
Yeah. I mean,
I
Devin Booker was a body. I
you
mean,
want
granted, the
to
only thing. Okay, hold a second. Hold a second. I just want to say
oh,
one thing.
okay,
The
okay.
only. Yeah, I'm sorry. I just want to say this. I do believe that Devin Booker, he knew the assignment,
Yes,
unlike Jason Tatum. Like Devin Booker, he would pass first, maybe take a shot. Jason Tatum was always passing. No, he's always taking a shot. But
Tatum was
but that's why you got that same problem with Anthony Edwards. I mean,
Ant
huh?
was aggressive. Ant was aggressive, and he did good on defense.
Yeah. He just
He,
what? I didn't hear that last part.
he's just young. He's young.
Yeah.
And the thing is, too, Jason Tatum, remember, he got the gold in Tokyo, and he was a big reason why they won in Tokyo.
Yeah.
But they just didn't need him this time around. It was a different collection of talent. Y'all ain't have LeBron and Steph. All y'all
They
have,
didn't need him. They didn't need him.
they didn't need him.
They
Especially
didn't need him. And it was kind of, I mean, you saw whole boy didn't even get on the bench.
who?
I mean,
Oh,
how,
Halliburton?
how
Halliburton was just there for the ride. You saw his post.
Halliburton was, but you know what? The thing I liked about Halliburton, he
Yeah.
didn't care. They all want to go.
He knew his assignment. He knew why he was there. And he
Yeah.
said, that's it. But you know what? This right here, and I don't want to switch to women's basketball just yet, but I'm
Yeah.
just using this as an example. This is
Hmm.
right here is why Caitlin Clark didn't need to be on the women's national basketball team.
I agree.
Because see how all the eyes were on Tatum not playing?
Yes.
It would have been just like that for Caitlin.
Oh, it would have been horrible if she played. Oh my gosh. And also you look at it like this. You force someone into a play and they shit the bed, what are you left with? It's just like in NFL, right? You see a lot of times we got the star receiver who always wants the ball. You see the quarterback trying to throw it in the pocket, and he's throwing so many interceptions because he's trying to get this person in the game. I felt that's how it was with Jason Tatum yesterday. I think Steve Kerr with the pressure threw him in there. He didn't want to put him in there because he didn't need him. You're right. He didn't need as good as Tatum was. He didn't need Tatum for this game because everybody was firing all cylinders.
Mhm.
I feel, you know. So I mean, everybody played their role. It's so funny. I was laughing because I couldn't believe Steph only had 24 points. But then I saw his shooting. He was 8 for 13, but he shot 8 for 14 the total game. I said, but damn, Steph was just lighting it up from the
Yeah.
3-point line.
Nah, especially
And
that
that
last.
last shot when he shot, they double teamed him.
I saw Steph. He had that look in his eye because they had benched him. Steve Kerr had benched him after that third three.
Yes. Okay. You I guess you must have muted yourself. I don't know why. Let's see. So you back?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you muted
But
yourself.
I muted myself. Nah,
Well,
I got a
what
phone.
happened?
I think that's what messed me up.
Yeah, because now you're frozen. So I can't see you, but I can hear you. I guess it's better than nothing.
Shaking my head.
You're frozen now. Well, look, it's a good thing you're not frozen with your mouth open because that would have been a problem. That would have
That
been hilarious. We probably had to end the show then and get back on the. But as you were saying, so just FYI, when you go back and watch this, you're frozen and it's hilarious. So I want to kind of look away because I feel like I'm looking at a statue. So continue. You still there? Jay Stokes. Somebody said, "Ain't no way D Wade would lies." I can hear you. Yes. Yes.
that Steve Kerr had benched him, and they needed a defensive lineup right quick for a defensive possession. And you could see Steph. He was like, he was looking like he was seeing red on the bench.
Yeah.
And so they put him back in. I said, nah, man, nah. And then homeboy pulled it. I said, yeah,
Yeah.
he
Yeah.
on.
Yeah. It was over. It was over. And like he literally pulled that game away because it was too close. It was down by 6, down by 4, down by 8, down by 10, down by 6. I was like, yo, we need bigger because granted, France did a great job.
France did do a good job, but what I'm saying is that Team USA needs more time to gel. We need because these guys play year round together, and then they just plug in a superstar, and then
Yeah.
that's how these teams. That's how Serbia is so good because
Yeah.
they play together for years, and then they plug in Nikola Jokic, and then they good. We need a team like that because these next Olympics in LA, I'm nervous. I don't know.
I'm nervous too
We have the,
because
we just don't have the playmaking and the IQ.
see, it's the thing though. I feel like these other teams are getting better. And in 4 years, they might surpass us. Cause we barely beat. I mean, we ain't beat all these teams by. I mean, I think one team. Who was it? I think it was Puerto Rico. We beat them by probably 15 points.
We killed South Sudan also.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But besides that, I mean,
Oh man, we killed Serbia the first two times. It was just the third time that was trouble. All they
we
need,
killed them the first. Oh, I remember the second time. See,
no, we
you always say it 3 times. I don't remember playing twice. So
we
okay,
played the exhibition game, killed them. Played
okay,
them the second time, murdered them, and then played the third time, and that's when it was the close game. You look at the
hmm. Yeah, yeah.
80.
About Dwayne Wade and locks.
Listen, just because I am dark skinned and somewhat athletic does not mean I look like Dwayne Wade, bro.
I thought he was trying to. I had to think back when I'm trying to think. Damn, Dwayne Wade got twisted in his hair. He talking about you? Hilarious.
Oh, Dream Team versus the Avengers. Who y'all got? It depends what era we're playing in, and it also depends on the technology that they have. Remember, Dream Team's playing in an era where the technology is not as good, so their training's not as good. Also, the Avengers, they're well, LeBron's not in his prime anymore. Jordan is in his prime during Dream Team. Larry Bird is pretty much out the league. Magic 1 year removed from the league after being shown to have HIV.
Yeah. Was
I'm
Charles
taking
Barkley on that team?
I'm taking Dream yeah, Charles Barkley. I'm taking Dream Team because of the bench. The bench for the Dream Team is stronger than the Avengers. So I would take Dream Team. Plus, what rules are we playing with too? Because y'all got Scottie Pippen defending.
Yeah.
Who's guarding Barkley?
Yeah.
Who's guarding Jordan? You know what I mean? So
Yeah, because you know what? I saw LeBron yesterday play like a 39-year-old.
yeah,
When
and
he
people
played against that young boy number 7, remember
who
when he dunked on LeBron?
but he didn't dunk on LeBron was trying to take the charge. I'm tired of people saying he got dunked on. LeBron was trying to take a charge. He didn't
Listen,
dunked on is when you try to go for the block.
listen, at the end of the day, if you underneath that rim, I'm dunking on you. Right?
Yeah,
If you
true.
underneath that rim, I'm dunking on you. The Browns underneath that rim, so he got dunked on. The Browns on the ground. He was standing over the Bron. He yelled, "That's a dunk, man! You dunked on him, right? I mean, come on, man! Like in that case, then you got to take away a lot of these dunk on. A lot of these people trying to check charges, but they steady getting dunked on. You mean
Yeah, I don't
people?
agree with that being a dunk on. Yeah, he was going for a charge. Thank you. He was going for a charge.
He's
Thank you.
going for a charge, but guess what? I bet you won't go for a charge in the regular NBA like that.
Well, LeBron can't play like that in the regular NBA because it's more games. LeBron could exert more energy because these are 6 games. So he could exert energy on every game.
Listen, man. Listen, I what is that I'm hearing?
You hearing the echo? But anyways, let me just
No, I hear something playing in the background. What the heck is going on? Hold on a second. Sorry about that.
all right, well, I'll just carry on the conversation. Well,
Yeah.
I was saying earlier in terms of like the GOAT debate and everything like that, I think we should stop just because we're in different eras right now, and we could just say who dominated their individual era. And I feel that LeBron is the GOAT of this era. I cannot take that away from him. Curry is on a level of his own. Like, Curry deserves praise for what he's doing, just transforming the league in terms of shooting. And hands down, Kevin Durant is the best FIBA men's basketball player in history. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. Remember, I told you in one of our earlier episodes, random, I said if KD is 80% of himself, we win. What happened? KD
No, I
came
agree.
blazing.
So guess what? Y'all apologize. I know we lied, but some strange reason, as we're talking, a podcast just came on my phone. I can't turn it off. So I can't even hear you.
You can't hear me right now?
And no, I
So,
don't know. I don't know. We were just talking and the damn thing just popped up.
oh my God.
Yo, tell me about it. I can't find it. Yo, I see.
You
Yo, I feel so old.
shaking my head. Oh my goodness. Can you get off the live and then come back on?
I'm about to try that. Give me a second.
All right, just come off and come back on.
Yeah.
I'll carry it. So y'all, let me know if I am what do you call it? If my volume or if I'm paused when I'm talking. But yeah, I thought that the men's basketball it was really cool. You see that the gap has shrunk in terms of the world catching up with Team USA. But I think if our players, personally, if they continue to train together for the years to come, up until 2028, I think we can do damage. We have talent. You got John Morant. Oh, random's coming back. We have talent. You got John Morant. You got Anthony Edwards.
Uh huh.
You have Bam Adebayo. I'm talking about us in 2028, who we have coming back. I
Oh
said,
man. Okay.
you got John Morant, Bam Adebayo. You have Anthony Edwards.
Hmm.
You have uh, what Chet Holmgren? I think he'll be eligible then. So we got to see how he plays. We have talent. We just have to work together, and I believe that we can build a solid team. I believe so.
No,
In
I
20,
agree. And I agree with what the listener is saying too about if LeBron would have tried to contest it, and it would have been a dunk over. I agree. I agree. I agree. I agree.
Wow,
Listen.
got random to change his mind. I can't
No,
believe.
I agree. I mean, listen, when you define it and give me the definition of what's a dunk over somebody, then I how can I say he's wrong? I mean, you're right. LeBron was literally trying to take the block. I mean, trying to take the charge. So yeah, I'm sorry. I just came back and saw this. That's why I was like, yeah, he's right.
You And so, just to switch gears, and
Yeah,
you need to hop on the sports talk with AVIOT with me and Tay because we're gonna do an episode on that, okay? But you got to hop on so we can talk about the other Olympic events because I want to close with the women's,
yeah,
just because I want to save talk for me and Tay. But
yeah,
that game today was nail biting. I'll say France was hacking the hell out of Team USA women, and they were not. The refs were swallowing the whistle,
yeah.
and happy. Asia proved to the world she is the best player of all time. The
Mhm.
not She's the best player in the world right now. She
Yeah,
still has more to add to her resume, so I'm not going to give her that yet.
yeah,
I'm glad Diana Taurasi got her sixth gold medal. That is crazy.
yeah.
On top of that,
Shout out to the WNBA. Yo, listen, I'm telling you, them girls ain't nothing to play with.
nothing.
And it's nail biting when you see 67, 66. And I'm not surprised that the refs lost their whistle. They lost their whistle yesterday. It just so happened that the men finally had to put their foot on France's neck and get a larger lead. Because if France for some reason had the lead, the US would have lost.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because
But
the refs weren't calling anything. It was matter of fact, I think at one point it was 17 free throws to 6.
yeah,
As you were saying though.
but you can't lose. Just real quick with the men's, you can't lose with LeBron, KD, and Steph on the same squad. If that would have been a tragedy if they would have
Yeah,
lost this
yeah,
this
yeah.
gold. Like
It would
you
have
can.
been.
That's the first and last time we ever gonna see them competing on a
Yeah.
team again.
Nah.
That is
I'm
his.
looking forward to the NBA season because of the way this is so amped up. It reminded me of game 7 of whatever championship.
Yeah, and I like this comment. Thank you. Caitlin Clark should not have been on the women's basketball team. I don't care anything about marketability. Everybody who's watching the Olympics, it doesn't matter. She would have been a detriment to the team. She would have been a detriment. She can't handle
Yeah,
contact. She's always flopping. She'd be chucking up threes at the wrong time. She's
yeah,
turning prone. There is no way she would have got beat up by Japan. She would have got beat up by Belgium. And you darn sure are certain that she would have got beat up by France. There's no way. She's a defensive liability. There's no way she would have made it.
yeah.
She would have been a detriment. And then if you put her on the bench, then all the media becomes, why isn't Caitlin Clark playing? And it
Like
takes,
Jason Tatum.
yes. And then they got to deal with that headache. They got to be mentally locked in. These women on the team got to be mentally locked in to beat all these squads. They can't
Yeah.
be locked in if the media is asking them, where's Caitlin all the time?
No, you're right. You're right. But I always agree that she shouldn't have been there. I don't think none of them rookies should have been there.
Mm-mm.
Not this time around. Listen, in 4 years, hopefully they can be there.
I'll tell you one thing, though.
What?
They're there in 2028. They better win. They better
Oh
win.
shoot. They ain't better. You know, Steve Kerr said it the best. He's like, this is the only country that a silver is a disrespect.
I mean, it's true.
Come on, man. What happened to silver? Silver's no more good?
I mean, listen, to place any medal in the Olympics in general, we'll close on this. To place
Yeah.
any medal in the Olympics is wonderful. So
Yes.
I don't talk down on even being an Olympian. You are one of the best athletes in the world. So that is nothing to look down on. But yeah, placing silver is still a great thing. I just think that with women's basketball specifically, we've been dominant for so long. We just want that to continue. But one of these years, we're going to lose. One of
Yeah.
these, and
Yeah.
it better not be in LA. I'll tell you right now, if we lose with Caitlin Clark on the squad, listen, I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have this film ready, and I'm gonna be like, your
I
girl,
think in 4 years, I think Angel Reese will find her shot.
yeah, Angel Reese gonna be dominant in
I
4 years.
think she's gonna find her shot because I think the only thing she needs now is a shot. I mean,
Yeah,
she's
because
already a beast in rebounding. Now
yeah,
she has to find her shot.
they could have used her in terms of rebounds. I will say
Yeah,
that they wouldn't.
yeah,
No team would have got any boards with Angel because Angel plays through physicality too
yeah,
because she was in the SEC conference. That's a physical conference in college ball.
yeah.
She
So
would
I
have got.
think Angel's gonna be better in 4 years. I think as long as Caitlin Clark void out the noise and just try to find what made her Caitlin Clark in college, she can bring that into the WNBA. I think I forgot the lady name that plays on the LA, the one who hurt herself.
Oh,
What's
Cameron Brink.
Yeah, I think Cameron's gonna be okay. Just as long as
Rakia,
LA, those lights could get you though. So,
now Rakia gonna be nice too.
oh
Rakia
yeah,
Jack. Let's think.
exactly.
Rakia Jackson, Cameron Brink, Angel Reese, Caitlin Clark, potentially Paige Beckers, Juju Watkins. Like we could have a squad.
Yeah,
We could
no,
have
that's
a
what I'm saying.
Aaliyah Boston.
Yeah,
Like we could have a squad. And
yeah,
remember, Asia and Stewie are coming back.
that's what I'm saying. So that's why I'm saying I'm like, yeah, just as long as they just stay, they got 4 years to really shine and do their thing. And so, with that being said, I feel like, yeah, it's the it's the NBA that I have reservations on.
I have no faith. No faith.
I have no faith because God forbid John Morant get out of his way. What he gonna be doing? Highlight and dunks all day. Zion, if he lose weight, what is he gonna be doing? Dunking. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be too. I think the Eagles. I think this younger generation. It's going to be worse. Meaning the ones that didn't show, which was Zion, Ja Morant. Imagine them now. You take out Steph, you take out LeBron, and you put them in there. KD, you take KD out, and I don't know who can take KD place, but I just feel like it's gonna be iffy.
Yeah. Just want to shout out real quick. Hey, Kuma Lux. Hi.
Hey, hey, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, so I mean, that's why I feel like, yeah, I feel like next year, 4 years from now, Sudan is gonna be the problem.
Sudan is definitely going to be a problem.
Sudan is going to
That-
be a problem. I
mhm.
think Serbia is going to be a problem. I think Canada is going to be wishy washy. France is going to be a problem.
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know. Oh, hey, Princess Lady, my ADHD. We're doing good. Definitely a
Yes.
episode when we close out. 'Cause we're about to close. But we will be continuing this conversation on Sports Talk with AVIOT later on. So
Yes. When
tune
is
on.
that again? You say later on. You want people to think that we're waiting for.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. So we're gonna try for the episode today, and we're gonna put it on streaming podcasts out there.
Okay.
What do you mean, Jay? What did you mean by what makes Cece who she was in college?
I mean, who are we talking about when we talking about Caitlin Clark? They bigged her up so much. It seemed like, okay, well, she's not going to be that until she figure out whatever made her the hype in college. She has to find that, or she's going to disappear in the WNBA because the WNBA is not here for that. They're here for straight balling, not straight 3-point shots off one leg, falling to the left. Well, it's the right, falling to the right or falling to the left. I think she needs to fix that shot because her shot is, I don't want to call it broken because it helped her in college, but I feel like the way she shoots now, that's not going to make it in the WNBA. You can't, you're going to have to shoot with some leg strength.
Well, I will say to Kuma Lux's defense, you're saying what made her great in college.
Yeah.
I think what made her great in college is why she is struggling in the WNBA now. She's used to getting calls from the refs. She's used to
You think
shooting.
she got a lot of calls from the refs?
She did in college. She got a lot.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah, she got a lot of calls, and she's not getting that in the
Well, in
W.
that case, then she's doomed, just like James Harden. Then, so there you go. Bye, Caitlin. If you can't figure out how to play through those calls, then it's over.
Also, Princess Lady, just to answer another thing, we're originally from Connecticut. We don't live there anymore, but we're originally from Connecticut. This is a pro Connecticut Sun, UConn,
Yes.
pro everything Connecticut. That's where we're from. Thanks for listening from the UK. We appreciate you. Tell your friends. Yeah, exactly, Kuma Lux. But yeah, so we're about to close this episode. Make sure to search for Aviot on
Yes.
services everywhere. We're going to release the Sports Talk with Aviot show hopefully later on today, if not tomorrow, and we're going to talk more about Olympics. But we're over our time limit. We try to keep this from
Oh
like
shoot. Yeah,
yeah
we're 40 minutes in, something like that.
yeah we try to keep it under 45 minutes every
Hey,
episode.
this is longer than our show.
Yeah, right. But yeah, so Jay, just want to ask, what's brewing for you this week, just to close everything out.
Same old man. You know how we do. Nothing. Listen, listen. I don't want to say I live a boring life, but I don't really ask for too much as long as I get to chill and relax, hang out with the family. I guess that's all I feel like really doing. Hang out with my mom's this week. She's here, so We'll probably find something to do. Probably go to a jazz show. But besides that, nah, I'm good, man. You know me also. I don't like to, spend money if I don't have to, unless it's something I want to do, unless it's electronics. So I'm good this week. I don't really have anything planned. It's hot out here too, and down here, I
Mm.
don't know how it is in Connecticut, but North Carolina, man, it's too hot. It's too hot. What? I'm gonna get out the house at 8 o'clock. Stays closed at 8 o'clock in North Carolina. So by the time I get out, like where the party at is over. So this week is a relaxed week. What's brewing for you?
Well, first I want to say thank you, King the Don, for subscribing to the channel.
Yes, yes.
Very much. Yeah, here we talk about different topics in media. Just look at our search our page, you'll see what we're all about. But AVI
Yes.
official podcast of Chemistry Productions. We do this Sunday Brew every Sunday just to interact with people out there in real time. So
Correct.
that's that, but the AVI podcast is on streaming services everywhere. What's brewing for me this week is to just put out more content for
Hmm.
our platform. I definitely want to put out short clips of the AVI podcast for people who don't know about us
Yeah.
because hey, we got a voice too, and we want to make sure that people hear our voices and we
Yes.
just be engaging with audience members out there. So uh, that's what it is. And we thank you everyone for listening to,
By far. Thank you.
and we'll be back next Sunday. And till next time, peace out.
Wednesday. We'll be back Wednesday, right, for our other show?
Well, we release the show on Thursday, but we do the live
Yeah, I
show.
just want to make sure
On,
people don't forget where we at because we
okay,
do have another show.
on your streaming services on Thursday for our AVI podcast episode, and we'll
Yes,
next Sunday with this live show.
live. Yes, we're Sunday. Yes, we're live every Sunday. For our other show, you will get that on Thursday.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And be on the lookout for Sports Talk with AVIOT. That's our sports section of the AVIOT podcast. We're going to be releasing that later on today or tomorrow.
Sounds
Good?
good to me.
All
Good. I don't want no confusions.
right, Randall. Until next time.
All right, peace.
Peace.